What's up, everybody? Welcome to a very long overdue interview. So this is going to go on the new channel, by the way, but it's not going to go on the main, I don't think. So for context, guys, about a year ago, we launched this program called IPO. It stood for Info Product Operator. And over time, that has evolved into a kind of like an AI-focused, it's a service-based business model. We're just doing it in the most leveraged way possible, right? So we'll get into that with Tristan, but Tristan has made a lot of money. Very, very smart guy. It's one of my favorite students inside. And so we want to start putting these on this new channel to show you guys how people like you made 40 grand last month, I think. How people like Tristan are using AI to actually get things done in their business, make money, etc. So Tristan, first off, start us off. Where are you at right now for everybody watching?
Yeah, so right now I'm managing 2-3 of my clients. I have just been in Rome, Italy, currently in Ibiza right now, and a bit of a bender with a few of my team members. Actually, we actually took time off together to be here. But yeah, currently in Ibiza right now. Took this interview with you. I do agree it's long overdue. So thank you for having me, and I'm looking forward to kind of getting into just IPO, AI insiders, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, of course. So guys, just for context, to not confuse anybody, we're, for all intents and purposes, IPO is now called AI Insiders. It hasn't launched yet, but if you hear us say that, that's what we're referring to. So Tristan, tell everybody, what business are you running right now? What does it look like? What are you guys doing for clients? Just give us kind of like a high level overview.
Yeah. So I started back IPO. I was just a sales rep. You guys were able to kind of help me create my own business. So I do have my own corporation right now called TCB Management. And under that corporation, I have a bunch of VAs, sales reps that kind of work under me that I deploy into my kind of clients. And currently right now I have 3 clients that I work with. One of them is kind of just a bit more hands-off, kind of build and release. The other 2 are kind of mainly focused, one in high ticket e-com space and the other one in Amazon FBA currently right now.
Nice. And what do you do majorly for those businesses?
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing about AI Insiders and IPO, at least for me when I joined, was it's really hard to predict marketing. I think marketing is one of the most difficult things to do, and I know you are, you can advocate for that 100%. So what we do is just everything sales, right? So everything's back-end infrastructures, sales systems, making sure reps are able to hit KPI, being able to find and source good quality reps, and just having everything set up to the point where the actual owner of the info product or the business can do what they're supposed to do, which is marketing, fulfillment, and content. Those are the non-negotiables, right? So pretty much just helping them make their lives a lot easier and having everything set up the correct way.
Nice. And how do you guys structure your deals so you're basically doing sales management and like back-end infrastructure kind of stuff. How do you structure your deals? How do you get paid with these?
Yeah. So, I mean, the biggest thing is the upfront fee. You're able to charge some pretty cool amounts. I've worked with some of the bigger guys in the space, like Nathan Nazareth as well.
I met him the other day walking around Brickell Key. I ran into him.
Yeah. Okay. Dope. Yeah. No, we're boys back from Vancouver, so he's one of my close guys as well. But yeah, you can get pretty hefty build out fees, right? So you can pitch people for CRM, AI automations, which we're going to get into in this call as well. And just everything that we do infrastructure wise, you can charge from anywhere from 5, 10 to 15K upfront USD. I mean, I'm from Canada, so that's like 25K for me. But you can charge a decent amount upfront, and then after that, get 5 to 10 to 15% for a manager as myself, recurring on a monthly basis, depending on how well you do for your client.
That is awesome. And so before we dive into details, just so everyone understands, because people like to hear numbers to understand, I should probably listen to this.
Yeah.
How much money have you made since you joined Insiders? And I know your last 2 months stats because I saw it the other day, but just tell the people for context.
Yeah, I mean, we'll put it this way: collectively in the last year since I've joined, my income has been exponentially larger. I would say in totality, I've banked over $300,000 with clients and just build outs and overall numbers. That's what I've been able to get just in a year. And to be honest with you, we're projecting to do a lot more in Q3, Q4, the way we're going.
Crazy,
with
bro.
Yeah. I know your big thing for you is margins with AI. That's going to be for me as well, outsourcing and getting able to automate stuff for me personally with my business, which is just going to make me more money at the end of the day. So it's been awesome for real.
What were you making as a sales rep before you joined the program?
Max, 7 to 10K, max.
Holy shit. And am I right in saying the last 2 months you did 40K back to back? Is that
yeah, last month the sales team, we got 25% was 60K back to back months. Personally for me, with all my clients collectively, it's about 35 to 40K back to back months for me personally.
Not bad. Not bad. Okay, now that people are probably listening, let's dive into that. So, I mean, I got a lot of questions, to be honest. I guess the big one, like we're obviously focusing on AI going forward, not because it's a buzzword and not because like for a marketing angle, but genuinely, like you're going to be lower margin, you're going to save time, you're going to probably have better output than you normally would, right? How are you guys within like sales management and the services that you offer these clients? How are you using or have you started to implement AI into those?
Yeah, I think for me personally, right now, like AI is like it is a big buzzword, and I think AI Insiders has been a huge part of that. Is like actually being able to understand what it is and what we can actually leverage. For me to say right now that I've fully integrated everything, I'm not gonna lie, I
Oh,
haven't.
we're early. Yeah, super early.
Yeah, I'm still kind of learning the ropes and understanding like where the bottlenecks actually are and what we can increase and how we can make our margins better for ourselves. So I think moving forward, I'm going to be like kind of leaning on you guys a lot at AI Insiders to find those bottlenecks and to actually help me make more money so we can, you know what I'm saying, like we can collectively do better. But right now, like in terms of AI, it's just like Zapier is ginormous. I know Zapier like is everything is monitored, especially in the sales process. Like leads are tracked at every single part of the process and in the pipeline, which makes the sales team overall efficiency like immensely greater. It allows us to capitalize a lot more, like a lot better throughout like an overall quarter or a month. But yeah, being able to integrate this moving forward as well with N8N and these platforms coming out and using Claude for copywriting better and just having everything a bit more automated is going to be ginormous and something that we're going to be looking to implement into Q3, which by the time Q4 hits will be awesome for us, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a big one that we have taught at least is Claude. Are you guys using that? You remember the big framework that we did a whole coaching call over? Have you used that a lot as far as like sales scripts or SOPs or anything like that?
Yeah, all of that is automated. I think an onboard for me personally, a big bottleneck for me, something that I really hated doing was onboarding new reps. I think I just despise that. And with Claude and with these processes, it's made that framework that you gave us has made my life a lot easier, to be quite frank. So that also was something that I forgot to mention earlier. But yeah, that was a huge help. Like having everything SOP'd, reps know exactly where to go, exactly what to say. Using Kendo AI as well has been huge. Let's talk about Kendo. Give you your.
Are you guys using Kendo?
Yeah, 100%.
Nice.
So
nice.
Being able to use Kendo, Claude, all these platforms, maybe that like for ones that you have built and for ones that are out there too, has made everything a lot easier just in terms of like sales processes.
That's sick. I didn't know you were. Wait till you see this new update. It's gonna make. I'll tell you. So because obviously it does matter. So the new update, we've added an LMS, so you'll be able to upload your SOPs, offer videos, like education videos to train the sales reps up. And then you'll be able to track each rep's progress. So basically you'll onboard an email into Kendo and then you'll learn them through the offer. So you don't have to sit and do training. Like they will watch all the videos and the SOPs, get access to all your tech. And then the AI bots are going to be a lot, I don't want to say this part yet, but they'll be like automated in the sense of like what you need them for. And then you'll be able to watch your scores of the people before you ever put them on live calls. So you can basically go from onboard, new hire, automated ramp up, and then they're on live calls, and they should not have a problem on live calls because the scoring is accurate. So you're not going to
awesome.
like it's not ready.
Awesome. Well, it makes our life easier. Like that literally just reduces our time immensely. Right now, I'm kind of doing a version of that where like I have my own like ChatGPT like kind of sales script reviewer. So like it's tailored to my script, how I do my calls. Like back in the day, like I was a good closer, I will be honest. So it has like everything tailored to me. So when I do put like fathoms and summaries into that, it gives me like a rating out of 100, like what could be improved on. So it's kind of like that, but like next level, which is really cool.
That's sick. And we built our own Fathom too. That's not released yet.
Dang, okay, next level, bro. Luke's next level.
You'll see. I don't want to make this about Kendo, but you'll see.
The next level, bro. It's gangster for real.
Drop some. I want to make these valuable. I don't want these to seem like they're like a pitch for something. Drop some game for anyone watching that is like obviously like thinking about doing this as a business, or probably a sales rep, or they probably have some background. Like, what were the biggest like monumental leaps that you made of stuff that you've learned from doing this that made you better and actually started to put like serious money in your bank account compared to like
two things. First thing is just like the skill sets and the hard skills. As sales reps in the world of sales, you know this as well. So everyone needs the soft skills, like being able to talk, being able to close. Like we get all that. But you guys really come with all the actual valuable stuff that you need to know, right? The back end stuff, actually having leverage and kind of giving leverage for you as a sales rep and kind of getting into the next step. That's like the first thing is like I can literally spend the next 20 minutes, but I'm not going to, about like Zap, close, email marketing, setting up the correct frameworks, how to onboard rep properly, all the tools that you guys utilize, like that we now can utilize because of you guys. But the second thing I think is just like, as a sales rep, you're replaceable, right? Like for me right now, with all the clients I work with, they cannot replace me. If they replace me, they're going from $250,000 a month, I swear to God, down to $50K a month, because I'm deleting everything. Okay, I know that sounds bad. It gives you leverage. Like it actually gives you an opportunity to, like, you are now a part of that business and you almost like own equity. So like the way that I like to frame it too is like, for people that are looking to get into the space, is you can literally just take these big influencers and these big info product business owners and like get equity in their business, because you come in with so much value and so much skills that they didn't even know about, and you took in the time to invest and to learn them. And now you are literally irreplaceable as a rep, as a manager, as whatever you want to be. So I think that's like, that's the real game. Like, it's being replaceable, because at the big companies, you know, you're building real businesses. If you're replaceable, like they will kick you out. Like you will not stay.
Yep. And that's the biggest problem. And going forward, like this new channel and the education we're putting out, if you sell AI automation as a service, you're a commodity, because everyone does that. If you sell this growth operating thing, you're a commodity. Like everybody has commoditized their services, because there's now so many people in the space. And I'm glad you said that, because that's what we wanted to teach you guys from day one, was how to not be a commodity and how to actually have a unique value prop, a unique service. What you're actually doing is unique, and you're, like you said, you're irreplaceable. Because then you're not going to churn like in a traditional agency or any of this nonsense, you know. And you have how many clients to do the numbers you're doing?
Yeah, so like numbers right now, I'll just say main two. For me personally, I know guys who've joined IPO AI Insiders and like have done like the 5, 6, 7, 8 clients, which are crushing it, and I commend them for that. But I like having 2 monsters. Like that's
I recommend doing like less clients than more anyway as well.
Yeah, so we'll call it 2 right now, but I've worked with like about 8 in the last 2 quarters. Like I've had a lot of churn, because like I think for me, knowing when to drop a client and like when it's actually worth your time is really important as well.
And that's a learned skill. That's hard to teach people. Yeah. You got to learn that.
Sometimes people, you know, you're kissing away 2, 3K a month, but like it's not worth the time. It's just not worth the squeeze, right? So they're giving you 20K paychecks a month, then it's a bit different. Then it's like I can run with that a little bit, you know.
Then you got to go to Ibiza and
100%. This is paid. This is sponsored by my sales team, so respect to the guys. And
that's
women.
Awesome.
We got a few women killers too, so for real.
That's so sick. How long are we in? 13 minutes. I don't want to make these too long. I mean, to anybody watching this, like just general advice, not pitching them anything, but like actual advice. Like what would you say to anybody that's looking to not be a commodity, actually make money with AI? In my opinion, I just dropped a video on this today. There's 3 layers to making money with AI. You have LLMs, takes billions of dollars, and you're about 10 years too late. You have SaaS, which is really fucking hard. I'm doing that right now. That's like layer 2. And then layer 3 is what most people should be doing, which is using the LLMs and using the tools and the softwares to deliver services to clients. So like that's what IPO and Insiders is that. So like with that, I guess like mental model, like what advice do you have to people that are thinking about doing this so they're not a commodity and they can actually print money like you guys are?
Yeah, I don't know. Like you say not to pitch, and I'm not trying to pitch, but like I really mean this. Is like this game in this space is a little bit like pay to play. You could easily sit down on YouTube. There are so many people that give away the most free value. I know. Didn't you literally just make like a free N8N masterclass? Didn't you just do that?
Yeah. Well, the start of, I mean, it's going to be like 4 or 5 videos. We've got 2 done. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you're crushing it. Like you're giving free value, free sauce. But like, if you just watch that, it's going to be really difficult to not be a commodity by watching just free content online. It's really about like putting yourself in the right circles and like listening to the right people. So like, for example, when I joined you guys, like Luke Ward, for example, was humongous, right? Like that right there gave me a lot of the technical stuff that I could use to not be a commodity and to actually kind of get to the next level of systems and backend stuff, that the boring stuff that no one talks about. So I think the biggest thing for people looking to take the leap is just take the leap. Like just do it. Don't sit there and say you're going to watch the free videos. Don't just like do that. Like actually go into something and like put yourself in a new environment, a new situation, meet new people who are bigger and above and are technically better than you, and just ride the wave. Like just actually pull the trigger and do something like this, because it's worth your while. Like since joining you guys, I have like, I don't know, it has been a bit of a life changer for me personally. So
that's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
I remember when you came in, I was like, this guy's gonna. It's like, this guy's gonna be successful. You just have the whatever the it is. Like you're not a dummy. Like you're actually a sharp person, which is you'd be surprised how hard that is to find.
Yeah, no, it's true. I get it. Trying to find good reps nowadays even is quite difficult. So yeah.
Dude, we can't even find them for ourselves. Yeah, it's insane.
But I don't know if that's what you're looking for, but that's like the honest advice. Like for anyone watching this video, like actually wanting to do something like this, like just take the leap. You know you want to do it. Like you're watching this video for a reason. Like just do it. You know.
Okay, I guess I don't have to pitch anything. I mean, it's not even open right now anyway. Like we okay, and for context, just so everyone understands, have we let a bunch of people into IPO like I said we would not?
No, that's probably one of the best parts about it for me personally is the fact that like it's quite tight knit. You know, I actually remember people's names. Like I've met like some of the guys in Dubai in January, by the way, like an IPO as well. The guys are a cool cluster, a cool group of dudes that are just straight killers, like all like-minded, which is like super, super important in my opinion.
I absolutely agree. Well, dude, I don't want to make these too long. We're at 16 minutes now. Thank you. I'm very proud of you. You've crushed, and you're probably going to be doing like 100K a month by the end of the year, which is insane. To think about, you spent 10K with us, which seems like a lot at the start, and now you're doing 40K a month. That's pretty.
It's the way she blows, man. You gotta believe in it. You gotta believe in the sauce, man.
Absolutely. Well, enjoy black coffee tonight. I literally hear music right now. Am I wrong?
No, there's like a huge set outside right now. So after this, I got all my buddies waiting outside. We're gonna go have a good night. But I had to come in here for my boy and do this and run this quick interview.
Of course, bro. Well, have a great night. We'll call this an interview. And guys, make sure you do the typical stuff. You like, subscribe. Where can people find you, by the way, if they wanna reach out to you?
Yeah, I actually want to YouTube myself a little bit. So hit me up on YouTube at Tristan Bannister. My Instagram is just Tristan.Bannister. Shoot me a DM, get in contact with me. If you have any questions about AI Insiders, feel free to let me know. More than happy to answer any of your questions. But yeah, man, it's been a pleasure. Really appreciate it.
Of course, bro. Well, have a great night, and we'll get this one posted.
Sweet.